They are small circular pigments, alright, called chloroplasts, and they help in trapping the light energy. Yes. Do you see these tiny chloroplasts here? Now, the cell structure, alright. There's a very rigid cell wall. Inside the cell wall we have the cytoplasm or the cytoplasm, alright, and then in that we have the various vacuole. Vacuoles are present in plant cells. We have the small nucleus and the structure and these green pigmented chloroplasts, alright. Yes, are you following? Is it clear? Yes, it is this chlorophyll which absorbs the energy of the light from the sun, and it enables the plants to carry out the process of photosynthesis. Right? Now let's look at the equation. How will you write it? We know the two reactants are water and carbon dioxide, and our end product is glucose and oxygen. Alright? The chemical reaction, chlorophyll in plant cells absorbs the light energy to change carbon dioxide and water into glucose and the byproduct oxygen. So this is how we're going to write it. This will be the word equation. Carbon dioxide plus water gives us glucose and oxygen. And what will go on the arrow mark? We need to write chlorophyll and sunlight on the arrow mark. Right? That's very essential. Only then we know that they go in the reaction. Yes? Light energy or sunlight and chlorophyll. Yes, we can read this as follows. Carbon dioxide and water in the presence of light energy and chlorophyll react to give us glucose and oxygen. Yes, because if this energy was not present, yes, if we didn't have light energy and chlorophyll, then these products would not be what would we get? Alright, we wouldn't get these. Yes. Hi Africa, welcome to the class. We're just doing a little bit on photosynthesis. Alright, we just discussed about the main ingredients which go into it. We have carbon dioxide and water in the presence of light energy and chlorophyll. They react to give us glucose and oxygen. Yes? Yes. Yes, can you tell me the plants which, I'm just asking this to you, which can make their own food? Do you know what they are called? We did that a little in info on plants which can make their own food. Do you know what they're called, Atika? Plants which can make their own food or which can perform photosynthesis are called. Yes, Rosa, would you like to tell Atika what they are called? Let me see if you remember. Yeah, auto what? The word is autotrophs. Alright? That's what they're called. Autotrophs. Yes, Atika? And the plants and animals which cannot make their own food are called heterotrophs. Alright? Okay? Yes, so this is our word equation of the process. Yeah, endothermic is the layer of cells. All right? It's not... okay, yeah. Endothermic would be the type of reaction also. We have exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. It's a type of chemical reaction. Alright? So, yes, I want you to remember these words, autotroph and heterotroph. Say it. Say autotrophs are plants which can make their own food by photosynthesis, and heterotrophs are plants and animals which depend on these autotrophs. Alright, like we eat green leafy vegetables, goats, cows, they all eat such plants. Alright, and that's where we get our certain amount of glucose and carbs and a lot more nutrients. So they're dependent on autotrophs. So they are called heterotrophs. Alright, moving on. So this is the process. Okay, what all is needed for photosynthesis? We have water which gets absorbed into the soil, which in turn gets absorbed by the roots and is transported. It's amazing, this whole process. Water gets carried to the tip of these leaves working anti-gravitational. Alright, so it creates this force within those thin xylems and phloems which we have. Alright, the xylem, do you know what a xylem is? It's the tiny tube which carries the water from the roots. Alright, it's present in the stems. Yes, that's right, it transports water. Alright, so water obviously has dissolved nutrients from the soil, and because we add fertilizers to the soil, they're rich with nitrogen and other elements. They're present in the soil. They get absorbed by these roots. The root transports this water to the leaves. Alright? The leaves, in the presence of sunlight, push this water to the chloroplasts, and then we have the reaction. They also, the leaves also have these stomata. Do you know what they are? The leaf structure. Yes, this is the leaf structure which I would show you. These openings, alright, these small openings are the stomatas. Alright, they take in the carbon dioxide from these stomatas, and these are the chloroplasts. And the cell wall. Right, I have a lovely video to show you regarding the process of photosynthesis, and in the presence of this water, nutrient-rich water and sunlight, the reaction of carbon dioxide plus water gives us glucose, and the end product is also byproduct is oxygen. So before we move into doing this, let's take a look at the video.
No? Well, this video elaborates the process of photosynthesis, by which plants make their own food. Photosynthesis is the process used by plants to make their own food, or in more complex terms, it is the conversion of light energy into chemical energy by plants. This chemical energy is used by the plants for growth and nourishment. Photo means light and synthesis means putting together in Greek. When humans cook food, some essential things are required, including fire, water, vegetables, etc. Similarly, to make their food, plants also need some essential factors, including light, water, nutrients, soil, etc. Plants get light from the sun, water from the ground, and carbon dioxide from the air. All of these factors, including air, water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight, together help plants churn out their own food. Plants have tubes called xylem, located in the stems through which the water from the ground is sucked into the leaves. This system works similar to humans sucking liquids through a straw. The xylem is spread throughout the different parts of the plant, including the stem, branches, and all the way up to the leaves. The xylem transports vital nutrients to the entire plant. Xylems in the plant are like blood vessels in the human body that act as an important means of transportation of water and nutrients. Leaves on the plant have pores, very similar to the pores on the skin of our bodies. These pores are called stomata. These stomata are responsible for the exchange of gases. The carbon dioxide present in the air, which is responsible for photosynthesis, enters the plant through these stomata. Oxygen also comes out through these stomata. Leaves have important cells called mesophyll cells. These cells contain a green color component called chloroplast. This chloroplast is responsible for the green color of plants and leaves. Once the carbon dioxide and the water reach the chloroplasts in the presence of sunlight, the process of photosynthesis starts to take place. The following reaction takes place in the leaves of the plant during photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of light energy results in oxygen plus glucose or carbohydrates. The products formed are glucose and oxygen. Carbohydrates, which are a form of glucose, are synthesized from carbon dioxide and water. Glucose is used by the plants for their growth. Some of the glucose is used immediately, and the extra glucose, which is not used, is stored in the form of starch in the leaves. Some amount of this extra glucose is also stored in the roots of the plants. This extra glucose is used to perform photosynthesis when there is no sunlight. Oxygen is given out into the air through the stomata in the process of photosynthesis. The oxygen that is released is used by human beings to breathe during their respiration process. Ever wondered why this process is called photosynthesis? Well, the word photosynthesis is a combination of two Greek words, photo and synthesis. Photo means light in Greek, and synthesis means putting together or combining. Hence, photosynthesis literally means combining water or carbon dioxide in the presence of light. So the essential factors for photosynthesis to take place include sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. Underwater photosynthesis takes place at a slower pace than the normal photosynthesis. This is because energy from the sun is absorbed by the water layers and only some amount of energy actually reaches the plant. There are some plants which don't need the process of photosynthesis to grow. Such plants include mushroom, Venus flytraps, etc.